If you wanted to get up close and personal with the horses, Cartmel has the perfect experience for you.
So a lot of the people that come here don't necessarily have any knowledge or experience of horses. Some will be scared by them because they're big creatures. And we have other people who come along who've spent time with horses in the past, but where can you go just to have that one-to-one time with a horse on the ground? So a lot of people learn that they're not as intimidating as they might seem. I'm not saying that's specific to Friesians, but because they are very kind, people-orientated horses, they do let people get up close and personal with them, and they're generally very kind with them.
Tracy, you've taken me to meet Mr. JB and Anya in somewhere I've never seen before. Explain what this is.
It's a little bit different, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So this we call stable stays. And it's the only place in the world where you can actually come and spend a night with either one of our beautiful Friesian horses or with little Mr. JB, our miniature Shetland here. So we allow him to come in this side, or he can be shut in the stable side. And it's a really lovely way for people to have as much or as little interaction with the horse as they want to, but also get to learn more about their personality and their character and why horses do the things they do, because very often horses are classed as naughty or difficult, but generally they're trying to tell us something, because obviously they can't talk. And again, we have people from all walks of life, with horse experience, without horse experience, and it's somewhere where they can come and just, if it's that childhood dream that you've had to sleep in a room with your pony, then you can do that here. Although I've still got to get JB in this bed, and I say to everybody that comes, if they manage to get him in the bed and get pictures for me, then they can have a free night here. But so that's a bit of a challenge, isn't it?
More incentive for Racing TV viewers who fancy it. How often would say Anya be peering over whilst you're having a nice kip?
It varies, and I've got to the point where I actually don't tell people too much about what they'll do through the night, because it depends on their mood, what kind of day they've had. Some people would laugh at this, but they have good days and bad days. So sometimes she would come up and chat to you quite a lot. Other times she'll be busy eating her haylage. The Friesians aren't quiet at night, but then people don't do this to get a good night's sleep.
So you might not get a smooth 8 hours.
Oh, absolutely not. but then you'd be wasting that time in here. You get more sleep if you have Mr. JB, because he's a little quieter.
I can
whereas
imagine.
There's lots of trumping from the big guys.
Yeah, that's quite a therapeutic experience, I'd imagine.
Oh, it is. Yeah. And it's one of those things, you'd either love it or you'd hate it.
Yeah.
But we're catering to the people who would love that kind of experience. And I'd like to think, because for a lot of the press that we've had for this, people think, oh, that's going to stink. And of course, there we go, true to form, she's trumping. And
you couldn't have timed that much better.
Absolutely. She understands every word I say.
She does.
Yeah, so she's doing a perfect example. She's doing a dropping, and it will smell for a minute. But it's as spotlessly clean as we can make it for everybody who comes in here to start with. And there'll be a bit of a smell. You can either leave the droppings in there, or people can clear it up if they like to. And a lot of people enjoy that, because that in itself can be a therapeutic experience.
Mucking out and getting down and dirty with them as well.
Absolutely, yeah. But the nice thing is the ones that do lie down at night, very often you can go in and you can sit with them, and with the soft lighting we have in here, it, like you said, it's a very therapeutic space.
What a treat Cartmel has been to visit. Thank you so much to the racecourse staff that we spoke to, James Moffat, Charlotte Jones, and of course Black Horses Limited. That was the first episode of This Racing Life. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week.